Welcome to the Fantasy Football Profit Podcast, hosted by Craig Phillips and Jeff Torrey. Visit us at fantasyfootballprofit.com. And now your hosts, Craig and Jeff.
And welcome everybody to the Fantasy Football Profit Podcast. I'm Jeff Torrey, always joined by Craig. He should be here later tonight. It is going to be a surprise to everyone. And we are recording this late because I am back from California, so I am up and going on West Coast time. This is the gambling podcast for the week, and as always, we got my man JoJo over here, Joe Hogan, and we got James Walsh, the Windy City Kid, and we're going to go over their most confident picks to start it off with, what they're going to start off with, how much money they're throwing on it, and what this week is looking like, and then we will hit each and every single one, and we'll kind of give our thoughts on it. But Joe, why don't we go ahead and start with you? Why don't you throw out the couple picks that you are the most confident about?
Yeah, my first one is the Bills -5 versus the Dolphins. I'm riding the Bills train all year long. I actually looked up a stat I found online and verified myself, but just going back, even through last year, every single Bills win last year, and then the two this year, obviously, have been double digits or more. They're just blowing people out. So they're -5. I like the Dolphins, but I think the Bills cruise in this one by at least a touchdown. I use like DraftKings, and usually I've been using Caesars lately. I like Caesars a lot. But I'm throwing like 3 units down on this. So usually I do like 1 unit, which is like $50 for me. So now I'm laying like 150 on this one. And I'm doing the same thing for the Packers money line versus the Bucks. Honestly, I think Tom Brady maybe is dying, maybe has cancer. I don't know. I can't tell. He's definitely going through some shit because he looks terrible. You guys see that Kevin Bacon meme where like it looks like someone drew a picture of Kevin Bacon from memory and made Tom Brady. He looks terrible. I'm fading the Bucks. They might stink kind of this year, to be honest, and the Packers are coming on. Packers money line.
Wide receiver right now either.
Who's
catching the ball from Brady?
I'll say Mike Evans is suspended. You know, Julio's probably still out. What do they have? Gage and
Scotty Miller.
Yeah. So yeah, they are definitely down a few weapons. I mean, they're going to need Fournette to have a big game. So I don't hate that one at all. What is that spread again for that one?
The spread is, I didn't write it down because let me look it up. Because I'm taking a money line at plus.
Okay,
100.
so it looks like, and they're going against.
I think the spread is 1.
Like, okay, 1. I was going to say I have 1.5 on FanDuel at the moment. So wherever you're gambling at, and then the other one, people are going to ask your other one that you feel very confident about. They're going against the Dolphins, right? Tua having the giant game. Does that scare you at all?
No, man. You probably know from some text. I love Tua, dude. Like, it made my heart so happy to see him just fucking absolutely tear up that football field last week. What was it? 6 touchdowns?
Yeah.
429 yards.
It was impressive, but I was the first one to be like, I don't want to like bag on the guy, but what a great performance, but maybe the ugly version of it.
You know, as Lions fans, we should be happy. Jeff Okuda's looking good. He's looking solid. He's looking like he could be a solid starter for us. We're past that. But no, it doesn't matter.
People look like dog shit too. Like, they play the Rams. I know Rams had like a rough start and everything, but like Super Bowl champs, and they beat the shit out of them. And then they just go the next week and absolutely dominate the number 1 seed in the AFC last year. Like, Titans look awful.
They do. They look really bad. And Derrick Henry's not quite back fully. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was kind of shocked. I mean, Dolphins are at home. I was a little shocked by the line. I thought the line would be like 7.5. So when I saw 5, I was like all over that for sure. Or 5. Yeah, 5. Yeah, I mean, you're not under 7. I'm hammering that. And like I said, I think it might be like their last 22 or 24 wins have been by double digits, but at least last year for sure. So I'm taking that trend, and I won't even probably watch the game. I'll just check my account balance at the
end. I like those first 2 picks. Do you have any other ones that you're going against really hard?
Not really hard. I mean, do you want me to give my picks now?
No, hold on. We'll jump over to. We'll just do the ones that you guys are really confident about, and then we'll go down the rest of them. And so, James, who are the games that you're betting on hard this week?
Yeah, I mean, I like Rams -3.5. McVay is 5-1-1 against Cliff. Cliff wasted Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech, and he constantly like blows games for the Cardinals. So McVay just makes them look silly. Plus, I think the Rams are a better team anyway. So I'll take, -3.5. If it comes down to 3, that'd be great. But 3.5 is fine too. I think Rams win by a touchdown easy in that one. Joe, do you have any feeling on that one?
I'm with it. No, I mean, I'm just agreeing with you, man. I picked that game as well. I got Rams -3.5. I like that as well.
Are you worried that the Cardinals kind of woke up in the second half of the last game? Kyler Murray looked like Kyler running around like a little toddler out there.
No, I mean it's against the Raiders. The Raiders
throwing shade at Vegas. I like it.
Yeah, I mean the Raiders probably blew that game more than the Cardinals won it. I mean the Cardinals that shouldn't have been a game at all. The Cardinals should be 0-2 right now. I mean,
perfect segue to my next pick, like Bengals -6. Like, don't let the Jets come back fool you. That game should have been over. The Browns, like, they blow. And somehow, like, if Chubb goes down, that game's over with. And so that, like, would have never happened. If that didn't happen, I think this line would have been higher. Bengals are 0-2. I know they're not off to a great start, but they got to get it together sometime. And what better time than versus the Jets?
Yeah, I actually really like that one as well. I think that they're getting so much guff at the moment, having that Super Bowl hangover. I think you're absolutely right. I think this is the perfect opportunity for Joe Burrow to just go off. Everyone's relatively healthy. I think Chase is going to have a huge game. I think they're just going to try to run up the score because they're sick of hearing about how they're just not in the mix anymore. So I like that one a lot too. Because
how can Burrow go off though when he's on his back the whole game?
Yeah, it only takes one with Chase, baby.
I mean, who from the Jets is pressuring him though?
Yeah, that's a solid point. But
the wide receivers after the quarterback throws a pick.
Joe Flacco.
There's a reason Flacco has got like what, something like 70 pass attempts this year or more, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, he threw I think he threw over 30 times. Yeah,
I know. I was gonna say if I felt good about Tua, I kind of felt. I mean, Flacco is at the end of his career, but you do have to feel good for a guy that actually showed up a little bit. He's just supposed to be the bench warmer for the entire year. So it was nice to actually see him have tip of the cap. I can leave feeling good about myself.
Flacco's still elite.
Big arm, man from Delaware. Do you have any other games?
Yeah, 2 more that I like. 49ers -1.5. I think they're a better team with Jimmy G. I think Denver's not that great. I don't think their coach, I think he's going to get fired at some point. Russ is still corny. I know we talked about it last time. But I think the 49ers only -1.5. They can win that in Denver. I don't think that's an issue for them. So I think that's good. And then I'm going against my Bears, but Texans +3. I don't think the Bears are that great to win by more than 3 if they win, but I think Texans are just as good as a team. It's just 2 dog shit teams.
I was going to say, I'm so afraid to touch these games that are 2 bad teams where I'm like, I don't know who's going to show up, who's not. Like Fields has a lot of pressure on him. Mills, everyone, this is the one game they both can win. So they desperately want it. I feel like for me, that would be a hands-off one, but I know that you watch enough Chicago to know that they're pretty terrible.
Yeah. I don't know how they beat San Francisco earlier in the year. I mean, the rain, I guess, but that makes no sense to me.
All right, beautiful. Why don't we go ahead and let's run down this. And when you guys have a good feeling about it, go ahead and hit me with that. I'm just going to go straight down. I'm using FanDuel. So if you do have a different spread, please let me know if you're going money line. But Pittsburgh versus Cleveland, that is 1.5.
What's going on right now?
Yeah, dude. Are you drunk?
I'm sorry, man. I'm jet lagged.
We need Craig back, dude. Craig might offend some Asians with some comments here and there, but at least he knows what's going on. You're not even watching the fucking game.
I love it too because I was like, I had Najee on my fantasy team and he's scoring touchdowns. I'm like, yeah, let's do this one.
We did both bet this game though. I bet the Steelers +4.5, and it's on the Discord to verify.
Yeah. So we'll take Steelers and the points on that one.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, Baltimore, New England, 2.5.
A live game.
Sorry, dude.
All right. We will go Panthers and Saints.
Wait, did you say Baltimore, New England, or?
Yeah, Baltimore, New England. Are we
what is that show?
This show's off the rails.
Yeah, dude. Our 34 viewers are gonna love it. All right, dude. What
Yeah,
game are we talking
I'll
about?
start with the Patriots, I guess. I just feel like that line is weird. I feel like the spread would be better for the Ravens. I kind of want to take the Patriots +3. I don't think I'm going to touch it, but the Patriots actually won the last time they played, which was in 2020, and Cam Newton was the quarterback against Lamar. That's all I got.
Yeah, it's not great for a podcast, maybe, but I just totally agree. I didn't play the game. I thought the spread was a little odd. It just feels weird. I don't know how. I have no idea. I'm just gonna watch.
Usually a weird spread, you just play the side that you think is wrong.
Right. Yeah.
So I think if I do play it, I'm going to do the Pats, but I'm probably just going to stay away.
Yeah. Usually Vegas is trying to almost give you. I swear they're trying to give you a
Yeah.
hint or tell you who's gonna win, and that you would bet the Pats on that line if you were gonna take a side.
Yeah, it's like they want you to take the Ravens.
Yeah.
All right.
Onward.
Yep. Saints versus Carolina.
I did play this game. I took the Panthers +120. This is the last chance for me. I've been on the Panthers preseason, week 1, week 2, giving Baker's props, talking about how I think they're a decent team. I've been on them the first 2 weeks. They've cucked me, as you guys all know. But I'm going to ride with them one more week. This is my ride or die week with the Panthers. I'm taking them +120 versus Saints. Again, it was kind of a weird line to me. I thought it would have been the Saints, maybe 4.5, especially I believe the Saints are at home.
No,
You figure
Panthers are
3 points for the home field advantage. So I'm thinking the Saints would be a 1 point better team than the Panthers. So having I think the line is like 2.5. That's what I saw it at last, maybe. But I took them the money line. It's kind of a stinky line. I like Baker still. One more chance. I'll take the plus money.
Yeah, this isn't what I'm not playing this one, but I'm kind of with Joe on it. Like, this is your last chance. I think if they lose this game, go to like the first coach fired and throw all your money on Matt Rule.
Yeah. Yep.
But DJ Moore got a touchdown last week, so that's 4 more to go for my prop.
Yeah,
Cole
TDs
Kmet,
by the
don't
end
even
of the
talk
year.
about it. Yeah. The Cole Kmet one, he doesn't even have a catch this year. Jesus Christ.
What about KC versus Indy?
James.
That's another one where I feel like they're begging you to take the Chiefs, but 5.5, Colts have looked bad. And similar to the Panthers for the Colts, they need to win this game if they want a shot. Like, you can't start 0-3 and expect to make the playoffs. So even with that said, I think the Chiefs are better. I think the Chiefs are going to roll.
Yeah, I bet this game as well. I'm almost taking everything back I just said about Vegas telling you who to bet on and going the opposite. But I actually took the Chiefs -5.5. There's not a whole lot of like trends that stick out in this game necessarily between these two teams, but the Chiefs are, I think, way better. I think the Colts might actually stink, like be bad. So I'll take the Chiefs -5.5.
Detroit versus Minnesota.
I'm on the Lions +6. I did bet this as well. These are all just my 1 unit plays, but Lions +6. I think the Lions, I might have to eat some crow, might be decent. Minnesota kind of scares me at 1 p.m. because Kirk Cousins seems to show up big for those 1 p.m. games, those local TV games he loves.
When else would you show up?
And yeah, not on Monday night or
No prime time.
No. But I'll take the Lions +6. We're all from Michigan for them. Well, James has moved on, but we've watched enough Lions. Even if they lose or win, it's probably going to be something crazy at the end, a close game, a field goal, something wacky. So I'll take 6 points.
Yeah, I'll take the Lions too with the points. Lions love covering. I think they're 2-0 this year.
Philly versus Washington.
Didn't touch it.
Yeah, but Philly. No revenging for Carson Wentz. He just sucks.
So not afraid of the 6.5 point spread?
No, I think I like the Eagles a lot. They were my pick to win the East or the NFC East. So I think they can beat them pretty easily. I think they look good. Like, they look like they can make a deep run good. Hurts is good. AJ Brown looks awesome. And I mean, that's showing for the Titans how they've been terrible without him. Like, he's a game changer.
Yeah, agreed. Raiders versus Titans. 1.5 point spread.
Jesus.
This is another game I didn't touch. It just didn't interest me. I probably won't. Well, I watched the Red Zone, so I'll see it, but I wouldn't be interested in watching it. I just looked at the line and passed right away, to be honest. If I had to lean, I would lean Raiders. I I was kind of in on the Titans at the beginning of the year, but they've looked like dog shit too the last 2 years. 2 games. And I'm still kind of a fan of the Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to turn it around. They'll be a team at the end of the year that might be sneaking into the playoffs. So I would lean Raiders, but I'm not really interested in this game.
Yeah, that's another one I'm not going to touch. Just I lean Raiders too, but it's like the whole West Coast team coming to the East Coast. It's a noon game. I don't know what's up with the Titans. Again, like they were the number 1 seed last year. I feel like they only really lost AJ Brown from like huge names. So I don't know what's going on with them, but they look bad. I feel this is another one, like another team, they just got to get it together. But I guess I would go Raiders if I was going to play it.
Jacksonville versus Los Angeles Chargers. I believe this is the biggest spread of the week. 7. Can Jaguars hold on enough to make that worthwhile or no?
I think they can for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't bet it because I think that's too sharp of a line almost. I think it will be like a 7-point game, 6-point game. I just don't really have a great feel on it. The Chargers, you think in theory should cover, but Jacksonville might be sneaky decent too. So I just don't have a great feel for it.
They're leading the NFC South right now, or AFC South right now. Yeah, I guess I would take the Jags too. Like 7 points. I'm not sure like how Herbert's injury. He looked fine in practice, but I don't know if that's gonna like once he gets hit a couple of times. I don't know if that's gonna mess anything up or if he's limited at all. I'll take the 7 points.
Next game, Atlanta versus Seattle.
This is -1, right?
Yep, -1 currently on FanDuel at least.
I like the Seahawks with the 12th man. Like I know it was Russ coming back, and so they're extra motivated, but I thought they looked really good at home. And Atlanta's just been kind of blowing games. They're not that great, but they're not bad either. I think it's going to be tight either way, but I lean Seahawks.
Yeah, I agree. Again, another game I'm not playing, but probably the second worst game on the slate, like 2 dog shit teams. This is just like take the home team. I mean, like sure, one team might be 1 or 2 points better, but with the home field advantage, just take the home team. If this was in Atlanta, I'd take the Falcons, but I'll take Seattle at home.
I don't know, like if you guys are in survivor pools, but this week is rough.
It's
not
not a
who
great
you're going to
week.
go with. Yeah, like the next 2 weeks are going to be really rough picking for that. I feel like you get to like week 5 and 6, and there's only going to be a handful of people. You can probably take it down pretty early.
And our last game we have not mentioned yet, another one that's going to be very close, supposedly. If you listen to Vegas, that is the Cowboys versus the Giants. Where you guys land there?
You give me the G-men. I'm a believer.
Yeah, the G-men, man. I think Brian Daboll may be working some magic there. America always overbets the Cowboys every single year. Vegas knows it. I think it could be a little bit of a trap line. Yeah, Giants minus. I'm taking -1. I'm not even messing with the money line.
Yeah, if they actually got a quarterback too, they would be really, really solid.
Yeah. I mean, Cooper Rush. I mean, it's Cooper Rush. I'm not betting.
I'm sorry, I meant Giants.
You're talking about Daniel Jones?
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Yeah. But Cooper Rush is terrible. I'm not laying.
He just beat the Bengals.
I will bet this. What's that?
He just beat the Bengals.
I know. I haven't put a bet in on this game yet because it's Monday. I'm gonna wait and see how kind of the line moves and stuff. But I will bet it because it's Monday night. You have to. But I wouldn't feel comfortable betting any amount of money on Cooper Rush, so I'll take Dable and Jones. I'll see what I'm gonna parlay it with as well.
Yeah, I like that. I did see one thing too, speaking of Cooper Rush, and it was just weird to see it written out. Like I knew it happened, but it was like the Bengals lost to Cooper Rush and Mitch Trubisky this year. I'm like, that just looks terrible. It makes it so much worse to be 0-2 to those two.
I know I'm kind of like on the opposite side of you on some of your like lock picks because I actually have where did I write down at? Jesus.
You have the Jets?
Yeah, sorry, I did Jets +6 versus the Bengals because I think like almost kind of the opposite of you guys. Maybe I think Vegas hasn't quite caught up to how bad Cincy might actually be, and same thing with the public. I think they might still be giving them too much credit because they did go to the Super Bowl, but they might be bad because they were really bad 2 years ago. They were really bad 2 years ago. Their line is actually worse this year.
Somehow.
Yeah, so I mean, I think they might have just got. I don't want to say lucky because I don't know how you get lucky in the NFL, but I don't know, man. Like they might not be great.
They were what, like 7-6 at whatever point last year? Like
I think so,
and then they just went on that tear.
They went on a run, man. So I don't. and I don't like the Jets necessarily, but I like 6 points. So I don't know. I don't want to keep getting bitten by the Bengals. They might be bad, like 6-7 win. They might win 6-7 games or something, and people will be like, "What the hell?" But I could see it.
I need one more week.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of all the games. Was there anything that you guys disagreed on or that you wanted to throw more weight behind a pick or something?
No, I was on the opposite side of James with the Jets and Bengals, and I think also the what other game did you have? I'm on the Broncos money line versus the Niners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the Broncos. I think they're actually are they plus money or no? Who's favored? I forgot because I just wrote down the money line.
San Fran. Yeah, San Fran.
Yeah, San Fran favored. Yeah, I'm taking the Broncos plus money. I think it's a great value play. But other than that, I'm with James on the rest, I believe. I'll put some props out on the Discord. I like to look at props even a little bit more than the.
Yeah, I feel like you can't do those till like Sunday morning.
Yeah, so I'll post those on Discord. I don't know. Do you have any that you like? I know you do more props than I do.
I haven't like dove into them yet, but I feel like a lot of guys like who haven't scored like the first 2 weeks. I don't know. That's usually who I look at, like guys who, for like fantasy football, even who are supposed to be like top dogs and like they haven't scored yet. Like just throw money on them to get a touchdown. Like they're due.
Yeah.
Is there someone in particular you're looking at?
I haven't really dove in yet, but like I don't know, like Najee Harris tonight was like a good one, which like would have made sense. And like him and Chubb both, like it was windy out and you knew they were going to be running a bunch. Like I don't know why I didn't play either of those. But yeah, I haven't really dove in yet. I think Jeff Wilson for the 49ers. I know he's not like a big name or anything like that, but I don't know. Like they don't have anyone else. So I think he's going to get a rushing touchdown. Might as well throw some money on Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson. I think Stafford has a pretty decent game against the Cardinals. I think that's going to be a high scoring one.
I'm probably going to. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I haven't really dove into a lot of them. So like with Joe, like I'll throw some more on the Discord.
Yeah, I'm going to look into Swift. I'm going to see what he's got out there as far as his lines and as far as receiving and rushing yards. But kind of what James has said with the Rams game. But I think lines and mini will probably be a high scoring game. I'm going to probably take that over too. But I could see like each team almost getting into the 30s. The Lions have scored 34 more points through 3 straight now, going back to last year. So I'm going to see what Swift's got going on. But I could see Swift having a big game, and maybe even again going back to James, non-performers so far this year, but maybe DJ Shark. See if he gets on track maybe this week in the Dome and Mini.
What is let's see, what's St. Brown at right now for yards? For my my prop bet to start the year, he was like 950. He's already at 180. I'm feeling great about that one.
Yeah, he's gonna blow that away, dude.
Yeah,
he might have that in week 12.
He's killing it, dude. I love how he is like he knows everyone that got drafted above him. He's like talking shit last game to the guy who like was on the bench. That's amazing. Lions are gonna pull me back, man.
I didn't think you were gonna
you left us. You left us.
Yeah. I chose Chicago. I get bullshit.
Yeah, he was a solid pick. I mean, everyone kind of knew he's gonna be decent, but he's I mean, dude, he's like on a Cooper Kupp level almost, man. He's getting there, dude. Yeah. He's a monster.
He's better. You heard it here.
Yeah. And Patrick Mahomes is overrated.
I got a couple of college plays for tomorrow.
Yeah, please lay them down.
Yeah, JMU versus App State over 58.5. That got all the way to 61, and then it's like started coming back down again. But I think that blows over that over. It's minus 110. And then I'm gonna keep rolling with USC. They've got one for me 2 weeks in a row. They're -6 at Oregon State. Like Oregon State has a pretty decent defense, but I think USC's like back in the national title hunt type discussion. I don't think they're quite there yet this year, but I don't think they're going to lose to Oregon State or, I don't think it's going to be, I think USC is going to win by like 10 or more. So I'll take that one. And then going against Michigan State with the Gophers, they got that running back, which I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try it. But like, I think that guy's going to run for like 200 yards. So give me the Gophers -3. Just after watching that defense last week, Minnesota's going to roll. I also think whenever the line comes out for Michigan State, it's not going to be high enough for Michigan. I think bet the over for Michigan points. Harbaugh's not going to like let up this year. He's going to be pissed.
No, he won't. What do you think that line will be? You think it'll be under 20? You think it'll be like 17 or 14?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be similar to like what the Maryland game is. The Maryland's 17 tomorrow. I think it's gonna be around that. I could see it if it wasn't Michigan State. I could see it going over 20, but
I was gonna say, wouldn't you almost want to lay Michigan? I mean, we're kind of getting off topic, but that seems like a lot of points in that rivalry game. But who knows?
I think the defense looks bad. It looks really bad. Like it can't stop anyone. I think Michigan's offense got better.
Kind of sad Craig didn't come.
I know. I'm praising
did not
his
show
team.
up. All right.
Jeff, you got anything?
No, I have not been. I've literally just been sitting in California working. So
Jeff hopes both teams have a good time.
yeah, I'm just hoping for a good game.
Plus 100.
No, I liked quite a few of those NFL picks, but as far as college, I'll be 100% honest. I am behind on those. The under and overs and who's actually doing what. I was just heartbroken after the MSU loss, so I just stopped watching for that for that day entirely.
FanDuel is a good prop for the college tomorrow. It's like you just need like a 14 parlay, and you bet 20 on it, you get 10 back. So I'm gonna do those 3 that I said, and then I need to find one more. So I need to do some sleuthing, but that'll be a good money maker for me, guaranteed.
Yeah, I'll throw some on the Discord. I've been kind of busy, to be honest. I didn't forget that college football existed, but I didn't look at it a lot yet. So I'll probably look at it some tonight, and then tomorrow and get some out there on Discord. I think Craig wants in the podcast now. Should we let him in or no? I'm kind of done talking though.
I was gonna say we'll admit him really quick, but then it's gonna end.
Yeah, let's do it. Add him. Put him on.
We literally admitted you just to say hi. How you doing?
What's going on?
Do you have any? Do you have like one pick you want to throw out there before we end?
What are the games?
What do you mean, what are the games? All of the games, dude.
Man, you hosts are
I
terrible.
was gonna say,
Yeah.
dude, I needed you to be on point. I was like, hey, what do you think about Pittsburgh? They're playing right now.
I'm waiting for Trubisky. I'm waiting for Trubisky to throw a pick. I bet on him to throw a pick tonight. He hasn't happened yet. Come
Well,
on.
at least you knew the game was going on. Jeff did not know the game was going on. Was the problem?
Yeah, I bet
Probably-
I have Trubisky over a half of an interception for minus 120. He hasn't done it yet.
I got Boswell over 5.5 points. That's the streak. The let's go streaking play. I'm kind of sweating that one now.
Oh,
He's just
I'm
an
picking
early
the
one.
line. I'm picking the Lions. I don't remember what the line is anymore, but I'm taking it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of believers now in this room.
Taking it, man. Lions.
You're taking the
hope you guys had a
money
good
line.
show.
Money line or points?
I'm taking both.
All right. You don't got a NASCAR pick this weekend?
Oh no, I don't. I don't even know where they're at this weekend yet.
Texas.
That's what you got to join the Discord for. You get my NASCAR pick on Sunday morning.
All right.
That's the way to do that.
Jeff
Yep.
left.
Did he? What is going on? What is going
I'm back,
on?
and I'm back. I'm so excited that Craig was on here.
It seems like this has been a good show.
Yeah.
Well, I have no idea. I'll be honest. But there are a lot of good picks out there. I do have to, Craig, as far as this week in the NFL, there's a couple that they disagreed on. Which games were you guys butting heads on?
Bengals, Jets. The spread was 6, and then 49ers, Broncos 1.5.
Where do you
Bengals.
fall on that, Craig?
Bengals at Jets, and they're 6. Man, no, I'm going Bengals. Jets were down by 15 points with 2 minutes left, and they just lucked into it last week. Come on.
All right. Yeah. You know
one of
what?
the top 25 fantasy experts on my side.
Yeah. You know what, dude?
What was the other one? 40?
Me picking the Jets, that was just a prank. That was a prank.
I roll it back immediately.
I'm
What's
going to
up
go
with
Bengals.
what is the Niners? We got a 9. What's the Niners?
Niners, Broncos.
Yeah, what's the line there?
1.5 for the 49ers.
Only 1.5 San Francisco.
Yeah.
But it's at Denver. They don't believe Jimmy G at all, do they?
Which is, I think it's crazy. I actually line up with James on this one still. I believe in Garoppolo. I don't know why.
No,
but
I might
do.
go. I don't know. I might go home team. I might go with Denver.
Yeah, my
Ooh.
man.
I was
Russ
gonna
needs
say,
to get on track. He needs to get on track here. So
and the battle continues. Oh yeah, Macho.
Oh, yeah.
All right, beautiful. We only have a couple minutes left, but you want any farewell words for the fans, Craig?
Not really.
He says, "What up?"
What's going on? I thought I had to show my face. So
Did you figure out where South Korea is yet?
he was definitely from South Korea for sure.
Okay.
Got that right. He didn't win. Who did? Max Homa did win. So just like
ridiculous win too.
Yeah, it was.
He had to chip in, and the other guy had to 3-putt from like 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Then Cam Smith won the live event. Of course, he's going to win a lot of those.
Yeah, he's gonna win. Him and Dustin are just gonna eat all the Saudi money. But I hope this is good. I hope it's better than last week. Apparently, a Reddit user said that, quote, pretty bad, but I guess it's a fun hobby about our podcast. So hopefully we did better this week.
To be fair, we were pretty loaded last week.
Yeah.
I didn't do any research and was picking drunk.
I was like, what did I miss? You guys were talking about South Korea and stuff. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, I didn't know which Korea one of the golfers was from.
I mean, that's not very
Safe
hard
to
to
say
guess.
which one you can guess.
I was like,
Coin
what are
flip.
you talking about? He's from
I
North
did
Korea.
say most likely South
Yeah,
Korea.
he's like, they all look alike. I don't know where.
I never said.
what?
Hey, I was looking at the flag. I said the flag.
Oh,
the flag looks similar.
Looks like what? Oh, similar. Okay.
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Beautiful. Well, we're going to be done here in a moment. So very lovely. The boys are going to throw up all their picks and much more on props on the Discord. So if you haven't yet, please go ahead and join that. You can talk to them directly. And other than that, we will talk to you guys later.
All right.
All right, fellas.